Welcome to a video lecture on ray diagrams. This follows along in your textbook in chapter 25.5 and 25.6, basically through the end of the chapter. We'll look at the rules for ray diagrams, the different symbols that we'll use. So, without further ado, let's go. In using ray diagrams, we use them to analyze the images that are produced by different types of mirrors. And as we get better at these, we'll then move on to lenses. There are really two main ideas. A concave mirror can produce a real or a virtual image, and a convex mirror will always perform a virtual image. And the ray diagram helps us figure out what type of image is formed, where it's formed, and it is a useful relation. It's a geometric relation for how they're created. They're helpful to us in producing the images. Other than that, they're kind of annoying. So if we know the equations and you can kind of understand what's happening, it's really, the ray diagrams are more of a formality to help you along and help you go through the steps. There are three rays that you're going to draw, or you should draw, every time when you're drawing a ray diagram. Now, you can get away with two, but it's, I think, easier to draw three. Now, I'm going to start by saying some parts of the textbook and some of the stuff that you may have seen before will work. I think there are better ways to do it. So, first, ray number one. It's in parallel. It's parallel into the mirror, and it goes out through the focus. Now, if it's on the inside of the if the image is on the inside of the focal point, this is actually going to project for a concave mirror. This is going to create a virtual image. So you need to, the light's still going to go out through the focus, but you want to extend it beyond through the mirror. Second ray, it goes in the focus and out parallel. If it's going, so it goes in through the focus, out parallel. And once again, if the image is, or the object is inside the focal point, you can already see right now that the rays are never going to connect when you do this. Like, try doing one where the image is inside the focal point and you go in through the focal point, off the mirror, and it's parallel outward. It's above the other ray that you've already drawn. So it's not going to converge. We'll talk about that more. Third ray, excuse me. 1, 2, 3. Do you guys remember Count Chocula from Sesame Street? 1 ray diagram. 2 ray diagrams. 3 ray diagrams. And so now we draw our third ray. It says in through the center, out through the center. Now, this is all right. I mean, you can go in through the center of the curvature and out through the center of a curvature. It may be easier, and I like this one a little bit better. This is just a personal one I was going off of perhaps I did something different in class, but where it goes to the center of curvature. I like going into the center of the mirror and out the center of the mirror. So it's just the line that is drawn straight to the center of the mirror and then straight back out from that center of the mirror. So it's the reflection right there. It should be the same angle going in as coming out. So there we have the 3 rays that you're drawing. All right, you should already have this on your sheet that I handed out to you. Here are all the different symbols, and they refer to that. The formula sheet for the AP exam, slightly different. They, instead of using D, they use S to just denote distance. Other than that, here are the formulas that are important for us. While you look over these symbols here, which kind of summarize for concave and convex mirrors, all the information all the ideas behind them, I'm going to talk a little bit about how we got to this. The idea that the angle of reflection is the same as the incident angle of the ray with respect to the normal it's all part of geometry, and there's with respect to that, you have the idea that the tangent is equal to the opposite over the adjacent, so it would be the height of the object over the distance the object is from the mirror. And this is equal to the height of the image over the distance the image is from the mirror. And from that, you can go through and calculate out all the different aspects with relation to that angle from that. And we've gone through and simplified it down to those previous equations that you've seen. So this is just kind of the idea behind the summary here of all these symbols here, that it's the same angle, the idea of reflection, that same angle, the law of reflection, the same angle is reflected back as is incident with respect to the normal of the surface. All right, here is a review of this video lecture. I would like for you, using Ray diagrams, I would like for you to construct a diagram for the situations below for both a concave and a convex mirror. You should have the Ray diagram sheets that I handed out to you, and you should also have the directions for how to go through the steps. Just thinking about the in the center, out the center, 1, 2, that could be a little bit, it's a little bit more confusing when you talk about it on there. But we will look at this and review it more in class. I will upload the sheets onto the website also. But just try your best. Come into class with questions. Like, please write out questions. This is like where I can help you in class. So try your best. See you later. Have a great night.